This is Willis. Say hi. Hello, Willis. He's here from Arkansas training today, and I've got this shear. I normally don't shoot a video when I'm training, but today this one came in the mail yesterday from a sharpener in California, and he's having some problems. His customer wasn't happy with the sharpening, and I know he needs us to do it for him right away. And there's a number of issues we saw in it, didn't we, Willis?
Yes.
And I think I'm thinking, I don't know, how do I put this tactfully? A lot of sharpeners are aging, and I'm thinking that's what we're looking at here. Maybe some stronger glasses, because this has got a number of things going on. One of the things I want to show you is one of the most common mistakes I see by sharpeners. And it is that he really didn't get to the edge. He really didn't create a burr. All right, Willis asked me, is there anything I can't fix? I can't fix this one. I can't fix that one. Now, I could shorten it. You know, I could shorten this down. That crazy one. Oh, this one. This one I can't fix, Willis. So much metal has been taken off and the ride line's on the back. That one I can't fix. Sometimes all you can do is make them better. Now this edge, this has got a couple of things going on. First of all, I don't think he ever got all the way to the edge. You see it's like a semi-convex, and I don't think he ever created a burr. You can kind of look, if you look down with your naked eye, you can see like a little white line right there where he's never even got to the edge. Now he was behind the edge. You can see that, all the scratches back there. But the tip, I'm not sure what all went on with this one. And then we noticed that the ride line is basically missing. Now, I would hope that these were sharpened by somebody else before he sharpened them, and then he tried to fix them and just couldn't. So but as a new sharpener, this is the kind of stuff you're going to see. They're going to give you things that somebody else has messed up and say, hey, see what you can do with them. Now, if they tell you, I've given these to 4 different sharpeners and nobody can fix them, see what you can do. Now, that's when you walk away. So, but these, we looked them up. They're, $50 shears. So you can only expect so much from them. And we're just going to take them apart and go through all the sharpening steps like on a regular shear. Now, but the first thing, we're going to have to, the tip not coming together. We've got 3 things we can do to fix it. One is I can trim the bumper, but that's a screw-in bumper. If it goes beyond the metal here, I'm going to have to put a rubber bumper in there. Or you can, one of our sharpeners one time at the Sharpeners Jam, he suggested taking some metal off right there. And they don't even notice it, and then put a new bumper in. And so that would bring the tips together. Number 2, you could bend the handle, which we may try to do that. That's the easiest, quickest thing to do. And number 3, you could just shorten it by, what's that, about 3 millimeters? And they probably wouldn't notice it's shorter. So, but if that tip is not coming together, they're not going to be happy. It's going to pull hair. So I want to work on the tip first before we get into the sharpening, see if I can bend the handle. Now, this is one of the things, we talked about some additional things you might need. And a handle bender, I use that quite regular. You always want to take the ring out. And when you squeeze this, squeeze it that gently.
Okay.
Apologize for the purple on my fingers. That's not bruises. That is paint. I was painting a camp scene sunset last night. Came out pretty good. It was like in a swamp. Now see, feel it. That's not bending easy. So I'd be afraid to do any more. Especially since they're not, see?
Yeah.
Even though it looks like it's forged, and I probably could bend it, the fact that there's that much resistance, I'm like, ooh, no, I don't think so. So, we may go ahead and sharpen it and then figure out if we're going to do the bumper or take it off at the tip. So, I'm going to turn this off, but I just wanted to show what the issues on this. And I'll just talk to the sharpener on the phone and figure out what's going on. Probably need to. I think the day he sharpened these was the day he called me, said he wasn't feeling good, and he was going to go get himself checked out, and he found out he had a heart attack. So this may be some that he did when he was having a heart attack. I don't know. But we'll sharpen him up and get him out in the mail to him today. Alright, I just did the ride line on this. Did it on the 4,000 grit side, then switched it to the 1,000. And you see, where there was no ride line, I'm not getting anything. So, I'm not sure if that was from our original sharpener. They're out of alignment. It looks like they may be out of alignment. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
See how that's just curved a little bit there? We're going to check the alignment on these. We're getting some real advanced sharpening right here on this first shear here. So I'm going to lay this on. This is an alignment bar. And I'm going to let you do this, but I'm going to hold it up to the light and squeeze. And you can see light right here underneath the blade. Here, you hold it.
Actually, a pretty good ways.
Yeah, when you squeeze on that pivot.
But it's just right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Now I don't want to bend them. So I'm just going to keep working. That's 1,000 grit. I'm just going to keep working it. And I'm still not getting it. I've got... I don't pull this out very often. This is actually 8,000 grit, but it's diamond, so it's a lot more. It'll remove more metal, and this is a DMT 3 micron or 8,000 grit. Dia Sharp, extra fine, and just give it a good. Same pressure though, right here over this. That got it, but look how I've stripped out the tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that we're really stripped out the tip. But that's the way to fix the alignment without bending it. As long as I've got the ride line, but that tip looks awful. Man. I don't think this was his... This had to have been this way before he got a hold of it. This isn't anything he did. These are just out of alignment. So I'm going back to the 4,000 to kind of smooth it down. See, it's a ride line there, but it's wimpy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It really needs bending. Alright, you want to try that one? Here's your red Sharpie. Do you want to try it on this one first? Let's try it on the 1,000 grit. Because it may be only the one blade is out of alignment. The other one may not be as bad. If that one's too hard to do, we'll go to
You should go down the back, too.
Yeah, go down the back. But this is the kind of stuff you start out with a lot of times. Now you're going to start at the top. And you want the whole blade on there up to the hilt. See, so you're going to put all the way up there to the hilt. Okay, stop. See how you're taking it off the back instead of the front? and you're just doing a little rubbing here, you want the whole thing going down. Let's wipe this off, put some more red Sharpie on it. This is skill number 1. You tackle this skill, you've got 50% of the skills in sharpening done. So the whole thing is on here. Your pressure is there. Let's see if that looks better. Yeah, you see how you left the red up the back?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to wipe it off because I want to be able to see what's going on. Well, you know what? I think this one's not bent like the other one. Look, we've got a rod line all the way down. It's wimpy, but it's there. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and flip over to the 4000 and do the same thing. I think you've got this skill down. Mm-hmm. You see how you're sliding off the stone here? Try to make sure you stay all the way on there. And if it's a long blade, you would have to tilt it more. And did you see how what you did here? You went.
Oh, okay.
You want to stop deliberately and lift it straight up. But you didn't take it off the back. So it looks like it's only the one blade that's bent. Let's see what this one looks like on that alignment bar. Yeah, take a look at that one. See, this one looks okay. So this is good to see what it looks like when it's an alignment, when it's out of alignment, when it is aligned.
Oh, yeah.
See, that sets fine on that one. Okay, so we're going to go on the other sharpening.